Have Kenya's oil hits black market ahead of exports, and this is to do with the oil discovered in Turkana, and apparently we already have cartels that are in the country. And from this article, which I would recommend that you get for yourself and read, apparently we have people even from Uganda and Somalia who are already tapping into the oil illegally and selling it. Dr. Mukwana, your comments on this as where we are headed as a country?
Yeah, thanks, Michael, and thanks for hosting me. You know, this really doesn't come as a shock. In this country, we seem to have reduced everything to bare survival. No ethics, no values, nothing. And I'm not therefore surprised that this precious commodity, which we must thank the Almighty for actually coming across, is again being left to waste. And why are we there? Because when this oil was discovered, the government was supposed to facilitate its exploitation so that it can benefit the country. You know that there is a standoff between the national government and the county government of Turkana. So we thought that while the standoff was on, everything was intact. We did not know that behind the scenes, there are actually guys who are benefiting. And knowing Kenya, it would not be surprised. You know, the small man cannot actually do what they have described. They say the guys who are milking this oil are armed to the teeth, and that they are powerful.
Alex, your thoughts on this, and, you know, Kenya, just wondering where we are headed. Is there anything that we can do straight as a country?
Of course, you should never ever lose hope of your country, because we have nowhere else to call home.
But you know, it's like we keep getting hit from one side to the rest.
Yeah. Even our neighbors in Somalia, remember there was this allegation, and it was found to be true, that there was this issue of shako being ferried out of Somalia to other destinations like Kenya. So we hope that the government of the Republic of Kenya is going to secure the oil. But more importantly, we should make sure that the oil product benefits Kenya and the Turkana community. Yes. And remember also, the same region, that is Turkana County, there was discovered some years ago a huge aquifer of water.
Right.
Yes. We hope that water will also benefit the entire county. So for me, I cannot lose hope. I think when I was reading your good newspaper, I saw somewhere Taru was denying those allegations. So we hope they are not true. My hope is that they are not true, because I wouldn't like to believe
that they're true.
That someone is benefiting even before Kenyans are benefiting. And this is a natural resource.
Well, as much as we hope that it is not true, they have quite some details of how this is happening, to a point where they're even cutting it into blocks and putting it in gunias to carry it out.
It's
really very sad affairs.
You see, Michael, this is what I keep saying, that when we elect these politicians, we Kenyans now need to understand that these politicians are there as our representatives. So I think as Kenyans, as we progressively move out of this olden way of looking at the politicians as the ones who determine what we should say and do, we need to hold them to account.
Absolutely.
Somebody must come forward and tell us who is stealing our oil.
I think that needs to come out clear, and maybe, Alex, you can also just add on to what Mukwana is saying, Dr. Mukwana is saying. But do we fully understand, let me put myself in that bracket, do we fully understand the job of our politicians? And we'll come to that shortly, because we are seeing what's happening in the country. We've sent them there to represent us, but my goodness, it seems like they represent a whole different nation apart from those who elect them.
Michael, I think expecting our leaders to be angels or to be holders of ethics and ethos, apart from ourselves or what we are, is a bit being too ambitious. But Alex, leaders, Michael, remember, leaders are mirror or reflection of who we are. If we are electing thieves, crooks, to high positions, for example, governor or senator or a member of National Assembly, it is because we ourselves are thieves, we are crooks. So do not ever deceive yourself that Wajiko is different from that representative or the kind of representations that he or she ultimately put to Parliament. We are not different.
And with that now, do we have hope of changing? Because then if those are the people who we are, then who changes? Because what you're saying then is true, that what that means is that whoever we put there purely is going to reflect us. Do you agree, Dr. Mukwana, that
I partially agree with Wakili on this level, that yes, largely as a society, we are to blame, because we allow ourselves to have these fellows in parliament which fellows do not actually reflect what it is that we want them to do for us. However, a society is as good as its leaders. That's true. That's a fact. However, to whom much is given, much is expected. So the fact that I elected a member of parliament and I don't have very good ethos does not mean that he should exactly be what I am, because he is a leader. I'm not. I've elected him, and he's expected to lead by guiding us according to what the national principles and values of the Constitution require. So I do not think it's right to say that let MPs, even if they are thieves, so we are also thieves, so be it.
And leave it at that.
And leave it at that. He has just said that we should not lose hope. He seems to be
yeah, it seems